In the video today, we'll be looking at what are the fastest ways you can get up to speed as a brand new KurtzPel player.
Oh, double fireball! Oh!
Hello and welcome everyone to the first video of the KurtzPel video guide series for PvP players. In the video today, we'll be looking at what are the fastest ways you can get up to speed as a brand new KurtzPel player. How do you get your character strong? How do you unlock all of your skills? And what are the basics you need to get started? Let's get into it. The first thing that you would want to do as a brand new KurtzPel player is unlock all of the different classes that are available to you in the game. You can swap between the different classes on your character at any time by switching between them, and you can equip two classes at the same time, as you can see here, that you can switch between in combat. To do this, you need to make sure you unlock all of the classes by going to the mission map and completing all the quests that have characters' faces on them, as you can see here on the right hand side of the screen. Once you've completed all of these quests and there are none left, your missions should look like this on the right hand side. Okay, so now that you have all of your karmas unlocked and you can swap between them as you like, it is time to figure out which karma you like the best and also to work through some of the basic moves on each of the karmas. You can do that by coming to the training grounds here from the town and testing out your abilities against the dummy. Okay, so just a quick note here, if you're not sure what all the basic moves are for your karma or character, and they may not always show up in the training ground, especially if you haven't done them for the first time, just step outside of the training room, go to your character menu by pressing R, game menu, click on player info at the top, click on karma info on the left, and just select the karma which moves you'd like to see, and that'll have a list of all the basic moves for that karma. So write that down or take a screenshot. Okay, so now that you have your basic move list from the menus written down or copy pasted somewhere, you'd want to go and practice them in the training area. It is important that you are able to do all of these basic moves really well for the karma that you enjoy, because you'll need to know how to do all of these things perfectly for combos later. Okay, so now that you have your basic moves figured out, it is time to try some more advanced combos and practice the combos that you can see on the left hand side of the screen. Although these aren't true combos, they are a very good starting point leading into more advanced combos. So I would recommend at least working through each of them, making sure that you can do each of them, because all of them have little skills that'll lead into the more advanced things that we'll be going through. Okay, so now that we figured out which karmas we enjoy and want to play with, it is time to select the two karmas we want to craft our characters around. Before we do, it is important to understand the difference between the two types of karmas that there are, which are breakers and slayers. Breaker karmas are karmas that are more defensive, and they are the Blazing Fist and the Sword Talia. Slayer karmas are karmas that do more damage, and they are the more aggressive karmas. These are Dual Souls, Diabolical Witch, and Dance of Wind. Okay, so at this point, it is extremely important that you choose at least one defensive karma for PvP. The reason for this later on is that you would want to always swap to your defensive karma whenever you think you are about to receive damage from enemy players. This will give you a much higher chance of surviving and also give your ally much more time to save you if need be. Okay, so now that you figured out what are the two karmas that you'd want to play with, we would want to unlock the rest of the skills for those karmas. This can be done through affinity tracking, and to do that, we would need to find Ensure in the lobby. Here she is. She'll give you a notification whenever she's ready to talk to you and give you a new person to track, with a little notification here on the left hand side of the screen, as you can see here. Just by talking to you, she'll give you an option of someone that you can follow, and in this scenario, if we want to unlock all of the fist skills, we would want to track Jin. We'll continue, once you've tracked a character, you can continue with your game and Jin will just randomly pop up and give you some affinity points. So work through the 2 characters for the karmas that you're interested in and unlock all of the skills. It is important to know that your skills don't start on max level, so what you can do to level these up is just equip them and play the game. Whether it's PvP or PvE, your skills will eventually rank up to max level. Okay, so now that we figured out the karmas and the skills, it's time to upgrade our equipment, get those to max. While you're playing KurtzPel, you'll be receiving some CP points. You can see that on the top left there, and the first thing you need to do is spend your CP points to upgrade your equipment. This is going to take some time. You get CP points automatically by playing games. Don't do what I did. Don't waste your early game points on buying chests so that you can look nice. I didn't know about upgrading items and things like that when I started playing, and I wasted some of my points on that, and it took me longer to win more games, get stronger, which meant that I just gained points more slowly. Don't be me. Just a quick note here on weapons. When you are upgrading your weapons, it is very important to know that you should be upgrading your performance of your weapons and working your way down on the upgrade list. Do not start at the bottom when upgrading your weapons, because what will happen is you will unlock more karma crystal slots, and that would mean that you can't upgrade your performance to max. So please watch out for that one. The last thing we need to do is make sure we set up our stats to fit the karmas that we've selected. If you are playing the witch karma as a secondary with one of the breakers as your primary, your stats will look something like this: 6 strength, 3 agility, 6 intelligence, 6 wisdom, and 4 HP. However, if you are running the bow karma instead, and you have another breaker to combo with that, or the dual side. So basically, if you're not running witch, if you're running anything else, you will be running 6, 6, 3, 6, 4 instead. So you can go and change your stats to that. Obviously, there are more variations and you can play around with your stats a little bit, but starting off, I would recommend one of these 2 sets of stats for the classes that you're running. So 6, 6, 3, 6, 4 will work for all of your fist and bow combos, sword bow combos, sword dual souls, fist dual souls. So that would work for all of that. And for anything that you want to run with witch, you would run 6, 3, 6, 6, 4, which is what I showed previously. Okay, so if you've worked through all of that in the video, obviously that is going to take a little bit of time, and you're going to have to get your hands dirty in PvP in order to get more points to unlock all of those abilities and skills and upgrade all of your equipment. But it should put you in a very good position to start learning the more advanced techniques, and you should be doing pretty well in PvP at this point. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button down below. I think it's down here somewhere. And click the bell notification if you want a notification of upcoming videos. Stay tuned for the next videos coming about more advanced skills and techniques that you need to learn in KurtzPel to do better, and obviously help you on your way and journey to G rank. Guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.